If you've ever bought a sunscreen that pilled under your makeup, left a white cast, or made you just look like a greasy mess, I've been there and it's actually so frustrating. So because I don't want you to have these same struggles, I've tested a bunch of sunscreens these past few months, and I'm going to break down the best sunscreens that actually look good on your skin with no white cast, no pilling, and a glowy, not a shiny finish. So let's get into it. So the first sunscreen I love right now is the Vichy Capital Soleil UV Fluid SPF 60. This one is such a solid, high protection option, especially if you want something that's lightweight but effective. It's SPF 60, which is on the higher end, but it still feels like absolutely nothing on your skin. And it has more of a soft matte finish, so it's ideal for anyone who doesn't want shine, but also doesn't want something that's drying or chalky. Sometimes I find that anything that has any sort of tint in it never matches my skin tone, so I really have an offset look from my face to my neck and my chest. This doesn't have that at all. It's really quite invisible once you apply it on your skin. It also wears beautifully under makeup. I've never had issues with pilling, even with layers. And if you have sensitive skin, this is a really good one to try. I haven't had any issues with breaking out or any types of rashes on my skin. So this is a really great everyday pick, regardless of your skin type. It works well for a combo, oily or dry skin. I have dry skin and I love the way this looks. Next up, we have the Roche-Posay Anthelios Ultra Fluid SPF 50 Plus. This is one of my absolute favorite sunscreens. I've been using this for a long time and it is still one of the best ones that I've tried. If you're someone who looks for high protection, something that's dermatologist backed, you've probably seen this one around. The texture is incredibly fluid. It's like a watery serum fluid, so it sinks instantly into your skin, honestly, with just zero effort. And that's what I love about this. Once this is on your skin, it's basically undetectable. There's no white cast at all. And I've heard that even on deeper skin tones, there's still no white cast. And I also love it doesn't feel greasy, sticky, or dry. It honestly just feels weightless. It's one of those rare SPFs that truly disappears and it just plays well with everything. And it's fragrance free. So if your skin is sensitive again, or you're layering lots of products, whether it's makeup or skincare, this one works very, very well. All right, so let's move on to sunscreen sticks. Sunscreen sticks are honestly something new for me. I just started in probably the last year, and honestly, I've been super impressed. I really been loving the sunscreen sticks. So the first sunscreen stick that I really love is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen Stick. This is SPF 40. This is one of the newer sunscreen sticks that I've been using this year, and I've been loving it. It's completely invisible, it's very blurring, and you honestly cannot feel it on your skin at all. The texture of this is super soft, and it has this blurring texture. It honestly reminds me of like one of those smoothing primers. So if you like that kind of velvety finish, this will be your new go-to. This layers really well over skincare and under makeup. No shine at all, no white cast, and absolutely no pilling. I actually really like this under makeup, especially when I want a base that is going to help control shine, and I know that it's not going to disrupt any of the products that I put on top. If you're someone who prefers a solid sunscreen over a liquid one, this one has been the most versatile because it's completely invisible. I also think this is going to work with the majority of skin types. So if you have dry skin, oily skin, or combo skin, I think you will love this. Okay, and then moving on to our next sunscreen stick. This is also from Supergoop. This is a Supergoop Glow Stick SPF 50. So similar to the previous one, but this is the glowy version, and it actually has a different formula as well. So if you're into glowy, dewy skin, this one gives you that extra pop without looking shimmery or sparkly. It doesn't have a tint to it at all. It's completely clear, but unlike the Unseen sunscreen, this one is oil-based. So to compare this to the Unseen version, where that one is more of a blurring, soft texture, this one is more oil-based. I love using this on no makeup days when I want my skin to look hydrated and glowy and healthy. Even though it is an oil, it lays really well over my skincare and under makeup. That being said, if you have oily skin, you may find this to be just a little too much. I would say this is very, very glowy. So if you have dry skin or combo skin, or you're someone who just really loves that fresh, glassy finish, this is such a good one to have in your bag. And then the last sunscreen stick I want to talk about is the Belif Aqua Bomb Glow Glow Sunscreen Stick SPF 50. If you're someone who loves that glazed skin look, but you don't want something as extreme as that Supergoop Glow Stick one, this is a perfect alternative. It gives you still that fresh, dewy, borderline glassy look, but it's not over the top. It really is a beautiful glossy finish that looks intentional, not oily, and it really enhances the high points of your face. And one thing I want to point out is although the stick itself looks like it has a tint to it or almost like some shimmer or glitter inside of it, when you apply this on your skin, there's like nothing that shows up. It's completely clear and I do not notice any type of shimmer to it on the skin. Another thing I really love about this formula is it looks really juicy, but it doesn't feel sticky or heavy, and it's actually really lightweight and super hydrating. So it makes it really comfortable on your skin, especially if you're someone who has dry skin. I like to use this again on no makeup days or when you just want minimal makeup. Like I just want a little something without actually putting makeup on my face. So if you're someone who has oily skin, you may not like this, but if you are oilier and you do like a glow, this one might work for you because it's not as glowy as the Supergoop one. But definitely for the dry skin girlies or those days that your skin feels super dull or super tight, this is such a nice product to apply because it does have that boost of hydration. And then another unique thing about this sunscreen is if you're someone who likes a little bit of glow, but you also want the pore blurring, this one combines both into one. So it's a really good alternative if you can't decide between the Glowscreen or the Unseen. This is like that kind of happy medium where it has a nice glow to it, but it also gives you that pore blurring effect. All right, and let's just do a really quick recap to make it super easy for you to decide which sunscreen is best for you. So starting with the Vichy Capital Soleil SPF 60, as well as the La Roche-Posay Ultra Fluid SPF 50. So I'm grouping these two together because honestly, to me, there's very minimal differences between the two. They're both so beautiful on the skin. So if you're someone who wants a sunscreen that looks really good under makeup or on a bare face, honestly, just something that's undetectable, that you don't even notice that you're wearing a sunscreen, that you don't really have to think about it. You want high protection, you want good value. These both absorb so beautifully, lightweight on your skin, no white cast, and honestly just so comfortable. These are your sunscreens. Okay, next is a Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. If you want something completely invisible, no white cast at all, but you want something that is blurring, almost like a primer sunscreen, this is your sunscreen. It has a high protection, really easy application. It looks great under makeup. It's compact, so it's really great for travel, and it's super comfortable on the skin as well. And then moving one step up from our sunscreen that has zero glow is our Belif Glow Sun Stick. So this has a slight glow to it. It's very hydrating. It's great for reapplication. And it also has that pore blurring effect as well. It has a high SPF. It's comfortable. Again, no white cast. And it's really great for dry or that combo skin type. And then on the very other end of our spectrum for the sunscreen sticks, we have the Supergoop Glowscreen stick. So this one is your very, very glowy sunscreen. Again, great for application, high protection. It looks good under makeup or on a bare face. Really great for dry skin and no white cast. All right, I hope that was helpful. Let me know what your current go-to sunscreen is, or if there's one you swear by that I haven't tried yet. All of the products I mentioned are linked in the description below. And if you're looking for a skin tint that pairs well with all of these sunscreens, I'm gonna link my best skin tints for summer video right here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.